What's up? Welcome back to the wall. The wall. Speaking of the wall, we're gonna talk about Nick Rekieta today, okay? That was perfect. That was perfect segue. What a great segue. Look at me congratulate myself. Welcome back, Jack, to another episode. Every day another episode, except Saturday, okay? That's the holy day, okay? God said to rest on that Saturday, and I will. I will rest on that Saturday. Look, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. This Nick Rekieta thing. Let's go back. Let's go back in time first. I'll go back in time, okay? Without showing my true power level, as the kids say. Okay, that sounds really bad now when I say it like that. I sound like a boomer when I say that. Look, okay. Long time ago, way back in the day, when Nick Rekieta didn't have that many followers. I would say under 1,000. I think it was under 1,000. I'm almost sure it's like 500. Was it 500? I can't remember. He interviewed a lot of different people. If you go back to, I don't even know if they're still up there, but if you go back in time, he interviewed a lot of different people. A lot of different people. He is one of the most unique YouTubers. I'm telling you, because he was willing to talk to anyone, and that's rare. Okay, this is very rare where a YouTuber is like, I'll talk to anybody. You know, I try to aspire to be that way, and try not to get without getting the channel taken down, basically. Because I would talk to pretty much anyone. I can't think of anybody I would not talk to unless I don't like them, period. Like, I just avidly don't, like, I have a problem with them, personal problem with them, right? I feel like what is that term called? There's like a discretionary for every YouTube channel, right? You shouldn't have to, put on people you don't like on a personal level. That's different. But I'm willing to talk to pretty much anybody, in my personal opinion. He said, as if it wasn't a fact. But anywho, going back in time to Nick Rekieta, when he was interviewing anybody, he interviewed some sketchy people, some sus people. Like, I remember he interviewed a artist who was drawing some material that is definitely, you might want to call the 911, maybe not 911 directly, call a non-emergency number, okay? Or at least CPS, because he cannot be near kids. This gentleman he interviewed was just, ugh. He interviewed Doug TeNapel. I'm a big Doug TeNapel fan. That's really when I was like, all right, I'm hooked to this channel. I like this channel a lot. That was when I had that aha moment. Was when he interviewed Doug TeNapel, the creator of Earthworm Jim. That was my aha moment. Before then, I was watching it, just had it in the background. But when he started doing those videos, I was like, this guy got the stuff. Great channel. I would recommend watching at least some of the stuff that's current, because that's not the stuff he's putting up anymore. I mean, he is willing to talk to people from all walks of life, but the main stuff that he puts up on YouTube is law stuff, right? Law related material. And so let's go into that. Okay. I watched the Vic Mignogna stuff, a lot of Ethan Van Sciver videos. I kind of was going through the different stages and phases of Nick Rekieta, and I kind of was in and out. He talked to what was his name from what do you call it? The Secret of the Universe. Is it Secret of the Universe? I forgot his name. The guy who went on TV got yelled at, just like Roosh V. I can't remember his name. Oh my God, I feel terrible. Watch me remember after this video. I'll be like, oh yeah, that guy. Anywho, so he talked to a lot of different people, and unfortunately, and he's very good at like defending people, like talking about and I'm talking about people who are the downtrodden. He defends people who are ganged up on, right? I don't mean like he defends people like he's a defendant. I mean, he's a person who tends to fight for the little guy, right? Sometimes that includes kids. One topic that happened that got him into some trouble was he had comments against a particular YouTuber. I don't know if they were a YouTuber or if they're just a SJW kind of activist on Twitter, kind of one of those grifters on the internet. And I think it was, sorry about that, I had to hold this up a little bit differently. I'm holding it at a bad angle. I'm like moving left and right. Anyways, my point of this story is he got in trouble because he was making, he had a back and forth with this person, and they got their little friends to take his channel down. And so by doing these copyright strikes that were, I think there were copyright takedowns, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there were copyright takedowns. That's usually how he gets taken down, is some sort of like content. Maybe it was a TOS community guideline thing. Who knows? I think maybe that could have been it, but that's not the point. The point is Nick Rekieta went through this whole journey. The man went through a whole journey, build up his channel through all these different issues. He covered the Johnny Depp case. He covered the Vic Mignogna case. He covered the Comics Gate case. I remember that one. He covered a lot of different cases, and they were always usually high profile and very volatile cases where people were just making claims left and right all over the place. And you didn't even know what was true because you're just a schlub like me. You know what I mean? Like a Joe Shmoe. You're like, what's going on? Like, is that true? Is that true? Who knows? And Nick's like, this is the truth about law. This is how law works. And these are the case studies. And he would break it down. And it was very educational. A lot of the content he puts out there is very educational. Another channel I highly recommend if you're not already watching is Legal Mindset. Those are two channels I recommend very much. They kind of give you a very good mindset about how to approach law and how to think about law. It makes people very excited about law, which I think is the most important thing about their channels, is they kind of inform people to become their own educator, right? Go out there and be comfortable and confident in reading the law, and don't be, intimidated by the words, because there's a lot of words. I mean, I'm not even gonna front. You sitting there reading the book and you're just like, what do these mean? And you're looking up the information, you're looking up the definitions of words and looking at all the case studies and how they apply, and things start to make sense. And I think that's the service that Nick Rekieta does the best, is he offers a way of interpreting the law that kind of helps you digest the information in a way that doesn't make you feel intimidated. You feel a lot more capable, legal capable. And I don't mean like you're going to feel confident enough to defend yourself or anything ridiculous like that. But what I mean is you feel at least comfortable in equipping yourself in your everyday life and applying those things in your life, so then when you're in a situation where you are going to probably be in court, you don't make things worse for yourself. And I think that's the most important thing to kind of interpret, or at least, to take away from their channels, Legal Mindset and Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta is like a guy who can push back in a way where he pushes back in a very, righteous way. He doesn't push back in a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Volatile way. He pushes back in a very clear, backed up by information and facts, instead of like the feelings that you see when people push back. When he's yelling at somebody, it's a good reason for it. It's never like he's just yelling at people. He doesn't raise his voice very much. When he does, it's because this person just is trying to maliciously, confuse and obfuscate. You see, I said that word finally, right, guys? Obfuscate, the facts outright from get-go. It's a very snaky behavior, and he does not have a good reaction to it at all. He tells people he's not going to tolerate that on his own channel. So I think that's very important too, because people's time is very valuable, and a lot of people waste everybody's time on the internet by doing all these dramatic things, like wasting people's time, lying constantly, all this stuff, when you could just come clean from the get-go. That's just how I look at it. And so I think his channel is very informative about that. Now, the drama stuff that's going on, to be honest, it's not that important. He kind of even said it himself. It's not important. I think the biggest thing to take away from his channel is he's focused on the facts and the logic and the law and all that stuff and having a good time. I was originally thinking about, let me talk about the drama. I'm like, nah, let's not even talk about the drama. Let's just focus on the healthy part of what's going on in his community. He wants to move on. I'm going to respect that. Again, great channel. Can't recommend it enough. Highly recommend it for anyone who's even new. If you're just new, just check out the older stuff. Hopefully you have a bit of a thick skin, because the crowd is very, they tell you what they think, which is a good thing, actually, in my opinion. I think, because then I don't like people who are fake. You know what I mean? and just be your real self. That's how I look at things. Be your real self. That crowd is very much genuine. So I like that about them. I even if they don't like something I like, or if I like something that they don't like, or whatever. Maybe I think I reversed that. It's a good crowd to be in. Anyways, hope you enjoy this. If you did, hit the like button, share. I appreciate your time. There will be more. Have a great day. God bless you, and peace.